Should have.
Super awesome intro.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right. We are live for our September buddy read, which was Slay Less by Tylor Paige. Oh, I had an idea and I forgot to say something before we started.
Oh, okay.
I thought it would be fun. You know how we normally go around and say how we rated it? If we each wrote like our number on a piece of paper and held it up at the same time, just for something different. But I didn't say anything, so I don't know if you guys
I don't have any paper near me.
I can quickly fold.
Amber, you can do your hand like 5, 4.
Hold on. I think
I don't even have a pen, guys. Seriously.
I don't know why I thought this would be fun, but I was like, maybe that would be like a different way to do it. Just we all show and we can kind of see everybody's.
Hold on.
As we all struggle to find something to write with or on.
Oh, I forgot to change the settings. And Jessica, you're looking blurry to me. Do I look blurry?
No.
No, you look really crisp.
Okay, it's not letting me change because we're already in. Shoot. Okay, well, hopefully it'll be okay.
Well, let me know if I need to plug in. I'll try and plug in if it needs it. But right now I'm trying to get my phone charged up.
Okay.
Am I still blurry?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Might kick me out.
Yeah, like my camera on my laptop is not doing good. Like when I first started to go on, I was completely blurred. So I'd had to try and clean like the lens, and
you just have like a halo around you a little bit.
It's like I'm super blurry. White.
Yeah, you're not blurry though. Jessica was just like a gobble.
Oh, a gobble. That's great. Just what I want to be, a gobble.
I didn't even fully decide what I wanted to rate this yet. Hold on, let's think.
I could try logging out, but I don't know what that does to everybody else.
Okay, let me go turn off my my cellular data. It's going to kick me out. You have to bring me back in.
Okay.
That might work. Or help, right? If she's out and then
it used to work, and then we started having more problems with it. So then we just started recording these in 720 instead of for whatever reason when we're both on. When we do it just the two of us, it's totally fine. But when we have more people on, for some reason she goes blurry.
And then you just have to make sure that you set it to a different time. Okay.
Oh shoot, is my pen running out?
That's a little bit better though, isn't it?
It'll probably fix itself in a second.
Kind of.
No, it does look better.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, my pen's not working.
We're a little bit of a mess today, guys. Sorry.
You can hold up a finger. How about that?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Jessica's clear.
I got a fingerprint on it.
I'm like, do I rub
Okay, you look great now, Jessica.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you. Yeah. I tried real hard.
Hi, Megan.
I'm gonna try and grab a pen real quick.
Hi, Megan. Together.
Hi, Megan. What'd you say, Mandy?
What?
What'd you say?
I said Megan's saying hi while we're trying to get our act together. I'm kind of
try and go grab a pen real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I guess that means like if I'm going back and forth, I do a half.
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna.
I'm gonna stick with my guns.
I'm
sticking with mine. I've gone back and forth, and I'm sticking with what I thought originally.
I'm sticking to it.
Sticking to it, people.
I feel.
Look.
I think, I don't know. Do we think that we're going to be all over the place?
I think so.
We're going to be in sync.
I think we're going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Who knows?
No.
Okay, are we ready?
Okay, hold on. Let me write this down.
She finally found a pen. Okay. Oh.
Sorry, I really should have thought about this. I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, that would be fun. I should message everybody, and then I just.
We did think about it. What was it? Last month or the month prior, and we talked about it.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
We never said let's do it, but yeah, I like this idea. It's okay.
My tortoise pooped and then walked all over in it and made a huge mess. So she had to take a bath.
So random.
I know, but that's what I was doing just before I came on.
Oh, that's why I heard one of the kids say something.
My tortoise pooped.
Yeah. No, that's why I heard one of the kids say something when we were getting off the phone a few minutes ago. I'm like, somebody pooped?
No, she made a huge. She's a sulcata, so she's like this big right now, but she's gonna be like this big, and she's going through like this weird stage where she keeps pooping and then she walks in it and it gets all over the flipping place. And it's very upsetting. So that's what I was doing before this. So that's why my mind wasn't thinking about all this. Are you ready, Amber, to show?
Yeah, I keep going in between 2 ratings. So I think I'm just going to go. I don't know if it'll show my camera because my camera is so.
Yeah.
I was trying to make it darker.
I did a little squiggly and I made a.
Okay. Well, we'll
Okay,
just
ready?
We'll get the gist of it. Should we do a countdown?
Okay. Jen, count us down.
Okay. All right.
This is so
Are you
dramatic.
ready for the countdown, Amber?
Oh God.
You
I keep going in between 2 ratings, so I don't know.
0.5. 0.5.
That's what I
Okay.
did.
That's what I did.
3, 2. I'm scared.
I'm
1,
scared too.
Oh, I was going between.
I loved it. No. I knew that
I
would
was
be
doing between
different.
3
Yeah.
and 3.5, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. Like, I'm like, I don't know.
I have a reason for my 3 though.
I have a reason for my 5 though.
That's funny.
We were all over the place,
We
kind
were.
of. Yeah.
It's like it's been a while, I think, since we've been kind of all over the place. So that's kind of cool.
I was scared about my rating. I was like,
Okay, Jessica, do you want to go first since
you got the
just
5.
lock the book
You're the
up?
positive one.
I mean, okay, so I will say the heroine was obnoxious as hell. That is the point though.
Yes.
The girls
Yeah.
in these movies and whatever are dumb as a box of rocks.
Yep.
And they make stupid decisions. So so that is like she says that when you go and read her stuff. Like that's how they're supposed to be. I just felt it was different. I liked it. It wasn't the same cookie cutter crap that we read all the time. So I liked it. It kept my attention.
Fair point.
Yeah. She does warn you in the beginning, like, this is
She does.
campy. This is not like a think piece. Like, this is just for fun.
Mhm.
So, and I was totally on board with that. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Like she was annoying, but that's
the
the
heroine
whole point.
honestly wasn't the reason I gave it a lower rating.
Me either.
Okay. Curious.
So I guess I'll go. I gave it a lower rating because I honestly just felt like it dragged a lot. And it should have been a novella. Like, I was kind of bored in certain places and I felt like we were just being kind of repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I just thought it kind of dragged a little where I was kind of not as invested in certain parts. I still liked the concept. I liked the whole setting. I liked the different characters and stuff. I loved the hero was really, what I wanted. I just was kind of bored in some places where I was like, oh, this would have been perfect if it was like 200, 250 pages kind of thing.
Did you listen to it or physically read it?
I physically read it.
So I listened to it. The male narrator was not my favorite because of his voices. Because it was a male narrator for the whole thing. But
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
But
Yeah.
I was filling orders while I was doing it too. So I was paying attention, but probably not as much if I was just sitting there reading it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about you, Jen?
I'm like in the same boat as everybody. Like, those are my same thoughts. Like, I read the author's note, and that's the reason why I gave it a 3, because I knew that going into it, like, we were looking at like older time movies like Halloween, like The Shining, where girls are just dumb.
Yeah.
Stupidest decisions. If it's the wrong decision, that's what they make. But I was bored, and it was just like, I don't know. I was bored.
Mhm.
I liked certain parts of it. It really, really intrigued me at the beginning, but then it fell off, and then I was like, okay.
I think the middle got kind of like, okay.
And how you're okay with like doing a ghost, but not your stepbrother? I'm like, yeah, it's all right. But it was interesting.
Why do you thought you would never say out loud?
I was like, okay. So we're okay with doing a ghost,
But not your stepbrother.
Not the guy that we apparently
Like, I just got tired of hearing the same, like, this is wrong.
I know.
This is my brother. It's like, shut up. Okay, it's fine to do that in the beginning, but like the entire book, I'm like,
And how you're stupid, like you didn't even realize it. I was like, okay.
She was dumb. She was dumb.
but she was
dumb
supposed
as
to be.
box of rocks.
If I hadn't read the author's note or she didn't put that in there, then I definitely would have probably given it like a 2 or a 2.5. I definitely like certain aspects of it, and I like those movies. So I liked
Like, why are you so going into rooms with these people that you don't know? Like
they had the twins
in the elevator with the guy that tried to assault you earlier in the book. You're gonna go off alone with him. So like that, I didn't deduct for because I think this is the only book or setting that we kind of get it. You know, you're supposed to be too stupid to live in this.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I enjoyed reading something different. Like it was fun. Like so I gave it a 3.
Yeah.
A low 3.
So
what about you, man?
I had my 2.5, basically for the same reasons as Jen and Amber. I did read the beginning. I really enjoyed, like, I know this was Halloween and The Shining, but like Scream and those like were like prime movies when I was a teenager, and I enjoy those types of movies, even though, like, you know, we can really poke fun at it and all of that. So I read the author's note. I was very excited about it. I was really like, ooh, this is finally, we're reading like a really good book for a buddy read. I was really on board. And then I was like, just found myself getting so bored. And I thought maybe I don't know if silliness is the right word, but kind of like the throwback to that sort of stuff would have been even more in your face than it was. And so I just started finding myself getting really bored. And so I told myself that I needed, like, I've been trying to rate books a little bit differently. So if I really just don't like the book, I used to give them 3s, but now I'm like, if I really don't like the book, is that really a 3? That really is probably a 2.
Yeah.
No.
But there were parts that I did enjoy. So that's why I kept going back and forth. Like, do I rate it a 3? Do I rate it a 2? So at a 2.5, I would probably just round up and give it a 3 when I put it in Goodreads. But yeah, I'm with you guys. I kind of just got bored after a while.
Yeah, I didn't, but again, I was working.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, I was working, so I probably wasn't paying that much attention, and I was listening to the audio, so I could speed it up.
So Megan says she loved it. I thought it was so much fun. It reminded me of a slasher film. I want to go back and read the first book in the series now, 4 stars.
I loved the first book in the series. Like, I liked this one. I loved the first one.
Was the first one the Scream one, or is the Scream one coming? Yeah. See,
I think the first one's a Scream
one. Yeah, I would have liked that more because, like you, Mandy, like, I mean, I can quote Scream right now. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because the first one is MFM, and remember, like in Scream, you have the 2 guys playing, whatever that, and so you get that throughout this one. So you have the culty stuff too. It's great.
Yeah, it's like it was like, you know, they got pissed off that she's like not a virgin anymore, and I'm like, you know, the virgin always wins unless you're being sacrificed. So
exactly.
I like that she has those rules in there. I mean, that's why I think I gave it a 3, because it does have those rules. I just got bored, and I'm like Mandy. I've been trying to rate things a little bit better than just.
I've been a little bit harsher in my ratings lately. I honestly was in a book slump for a while, like reading physically. Like that's why, like, I've been having a tough time, like, keeping my attention in books, like when I'm reading physically lately, and compared to like listening to audiobooks. And I feel really bad because I was like reading an arc, and I was like, I want the ALC, like where I reached out to the author, because I was like, this isn't the book's fault, that I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm having issues.
That's good of you though.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I've noticed I've been doing a lot more audio lately because I just don't have the time to read. Like, I'm always on the computer right now. It's a lot.
So Joanne agrees with Jessica with 5 stars, and she also loved the first book.
Yeah, the first book is.
I
really
don't know
good.
if Jan's gonna make it this time, but she did message, because you know she didn't make the last one, but she messaged me in my Discord afterwards.
Let me guess. She gave it 1 star. She DNF'd. What did she do?
So this one, she didn't say which star. I got to go back to my Discord real quick because
I know I'm excited.
She also gave. So in case you guys were wondering, because we're always trying to get her to like one of our books.
Yeah.
Let's see. For the Axe Backwards, she gave it a 2.5. So I was like, oh, bummer, we didn't get there, but I kind of expected that.
Yeah.
This one, she didn't say a rating. She just said, I feel like this book could have been 100 pages shorter. And that's when I was like, yeah, that's exactly my feelings. I think it would have been so fun as like a quick little novella.
Yeah.
You know, not having repeated spice scenes that are just kind of drawing it out. Like, I just thought it was perfect for a novella. I loved the campiness of it. Like, I love horror movies, so I wasn't the biggest Shining fan, but I liked that aspect thrown in with this because it's like that weird kind of ghost.
I've never read The Shining, but just because of cultural references, it was enough of it was in there that I got it. I never wanted to
Like
read
they literally
The
did Red Rum. Like they brought up Red Rum.
I
They
know.
did
And
bring
I'm
up
like,
Red Rum.
I was like,
Oh,
go
wow.
ahead.
Yeah. So definitely listen to it during the day. I don't think it's one that would have scared me at all. But it when you talk about the first one compared to this one, the feels are completely different. Like this one had ghosts and all sorts of weird stuff, where the first one doesn't have
Yeah, as
anything
soon as
like
the ghost popped up, and I was like, oh, there goes a half a point to a point for Mandy.
I do want to read the rest in the series too. I want to.
I would
check
give
all those out.
it another try.
Yeah,
I
I'd
would
be interested in going back and reading the first one and seeing the other ones too. Like, it's not like it was bad writing or any of these type of things.
No, the writing was not bad.
Interesting. You know, I see the potential. I liked it. I just thought it could have been shorter, and then it wouldn't have. You know, it probably would have been a higher rating for me, like a 4 or something for me.
Yeah, it
Megan
started
says
out
I was
higher.
fully invested in it and loved that it had me questioning if this was all in his head or if it was really happening.
Same.
Ooh, that's good. I didn't even think about that.
I did. There was a point in time when I was questioning that. Like, is this all? You know, because we know that he broke out of a psych ward, right? Like we know that he's been there. So is this? And there was times when I questioned whether it was all in her head too. So, because she obviously wasn't.
She had all that stuff done to her. You're like, oh, is she like an unreliable? You know?
Yeah.
I remember like before we even learned about what happened, I wrote down. I was like, why the hell can't she remember anything? Like, what is wrong? It's pissing me off. You can't remember. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too.
And then you find out what it was, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Megan says same.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was good. I mean, like you guys said, the writing was good. It wasn't that. I was bored.
Yeah.
And I do like the psychopathic hero. I really do.
Yeah, for sure.
And over obsessive, you know, like
just like crazy,
obsessed with her. Like his pining after her for so long. And
I know that was supposed to be taboo. It still didn't feel taboo to me. But I still like that. I mean,
I think it was supposed to feel more taboo because it wasn't like, you know, I get really annoyed with stepbrother romances where like, oh, it's stepbrother, but they literally just became stepbrother and stepsister. So I'm like, that's not like taboo enough for me. I like it how they were like raised together, you know, and like didn't even call, like the family didn't even call them stepbrother, stepsister. It was like your brother, your sister. So I think she was trying to make it a little bit more taboo, and I kind of appreciated that. It honestly, it wasn't to me because we've read really taboo things. Yeah. But I liked that because when I want a stepbrother romance, I don't want it where, oh, we're just now becoming stepbrother and sister. Oh, we can't be together. It's like,
yeah, it makes no sense.
No, I don't feel
like they don't even live together, and it's like, oh, he's my stepbrother.
Yeah.
Well, I think you have to do it right. Like Elizabeth O'Rourke, in what? Oh gosh, what's the name of the book? My Favorite Lost Cause. They're adults and they're step siblings, but she talks about like if I date him. Like they have family dinners together every Sunday, and her mom is kind of flighty and they really like their stepdad. And so she's like, if I date him and it goes wrong, this changes our entire family dynamic. And so when you can add in that sort of thing where there's that thought process of like, this isn't just like, it's not so much taboo as it is like, if this goes wrong, everything changes. And I really like how things are. And like, what are our mom and dad going to think about this? Like that sort of aspect, I think it works really well. I didn't feel any sort of angst or taboo with these characters at all.
Except for her having to tell us every scene that this is.
I was just going to say, it almost felt like that just kept getting shoved down our throat a little bit too much. And maybe that's where I started to get kind of bored with it.
I also wanted to know like why she had to go and get electric shock therapy.
It's because she was protecting him and they were trying to get more info, I guess, on him, and she wouldn't say anything. And so they were, I don't know, it was really weird. And then she was given off to like some weird aunt. And
the aunt kind of
so where's the parents? What happened to the parents? Where are they at? I was questioning that,
So I was like,
See,
this doesn't make any sense.
in her author's note, she talks about how like things are going to rapidly go so that we don't question things. So I was trying not to question,
Right.
like, how come it seems like the parents are just non-existent?
Right.
Yeah.
And then why was there this 4-year separation so abruptly? And like,
and
why
then how
can't
did he
she
get out?
remember
Because it
anything?
didn't even explain how he broke out of it. It was
No.
like, oh, this guy helped me. So I'm like, oh, okay, now we're going to get the info on who.
Mm-mm.
And it was like really nothing. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you're bringing these things in, but like, we're not really getting answers on everything. But I was just like, oh, okay, well, like this isn't
Well,
that.
at that point, I was like, I don't want an explanation because I feel like
I just
the book
want this to
is
be over.
And went into so I was like, just get to like, how are you going to get out? And then,
end.
then it ended.
Stop
and then
having
she
sex
immediately
and
got out.
try to get out of the freaking house, please.
Yeah.
Don't run up the stairs.
Nope.
Jody,
Oh, there
gave
you
it a
go.
4.
That's good.
Okay.
I think it's good because it was so different from some
Yeah.
of the other stuff we've read. So that's why I was kind of excited about it. It wasn't like
Mhm.
our typical contemporary type of
Yeah.
thing. It was a little bit
I was
different.
super excited.
spooky.
I feel like we've done a good job of having a fairly good mix
Mhm.
of
Yeah.
books
Mhm.
with our
Yeah.
genres and things. I mean,
Yeah, I think too, this month and even August, but this month specifically was just a weird reading month. Nothing clicked, nothing worked. There was just a lot going on in general. And so finding something that was different for me made it work. Like that was just, it was so different that I was like, okay, I can get into this. So, it's just, last couple months have been weird for reading.
I'm glad that we read it. I mean, I'm not saying it
Yeah.
was just
I didn't hate it by any means. I just wanted it to be shorter.
Yeah.
I still had like a decent time with it. That's why I was like, oh, 3. I don't know if I should give it a 3 because I still enjoyed a lot of parts in it. So I was like, I'll stick
and
with
she
the
gave us a
3.5.
heads up. Like she told us this was what it's going to be. So I was like, I feel bad giving it a 3 because of this, but
Yeah.
that's what I feel. So I have to stick with my gut.
Yeah.
Mhm.
but I've read
Mad at us.
books that are basically we're told that they're going to be like wild and kind of, I mean,
Mhm.
there's that whole novella series, the DNF series, where they tried to make you DNF with cringy stuff. And most of those were hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
so kind of knowing that going in, I felt like I would have felt differently. I don't know.
Well,
I
I
did
think
have to
too, like
remind-
novellas can be like really good. Like not all novellas are like, oh, just whatever. Like I've read really well-rounded full stories in a shorter book, like a novella. And I think this could have been that. Like it just because I've even gotten like an emotional with some novellas that I've read. I think sometimes they get like a bad rap, but like, and I know
Fellas.
like a lot of people don't really want to write a novella or they need to write more pages because of the page count type of thing too that happens. But I don't know. I thought it probably would have been perfect at that length or a little bit slightly over novella length, I guess.
Taylor Jenkins Reid wrote The Affair. It's a novella.
Mhm.
I read it almost 3 years ago, and I still think about that book. It was so good.
Really?
Mhm.
Isn't it called The Evidence of the Affair?
Evidence of the Affair, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah.
And that that shows you that if you like, not all authors are going to be able to do it, but if you can, you can write a very good novella that packs all of the emotion in there, but you have to be the right type of writer for it. And it's just not every writer is going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a novella that makes me want more. Not that I would love to have a full length novel. Like give me a full length novel, like something like that. I want
like
more. Not
Kate,
where I feel like I'm missing out, but like man, I would really love to have another like more.
Like Kate Rivenhall's The Eclipse Ritual. You just want more.
Yeah.
Hi, Calvin.
This is not very big at all.
Lucia Franco's Irresistible Stranger. I always go back. I'm like, can you please write more from them? Because oh my God, please.
Yeah. I agree, Jody. It kept me very entertained. There was a point, and I think it was after Mandy and I had a phone call, and I said something about how obnoxious the heroine is, and it hadn't clicked until I talked. This is why I tell Mandy that she can't tell me what she thinks about a book before I'm done reading the book, because it's gonna like totally affect the way I feel about a book, even though I brought it up. But that's what I had to think. I know. I could tell you were quiet, and I knew. I just knew when I made that
like
comment.
crickets.
It was crickets. But that was when I had to remind myself. I had to be like, wait, okay, she's supposed to be obnoxious. But it wasn't until I was talking with Mandy about it and I said something about it, just happened to say it. I wasn't even thinking it. It just came out of my mouth. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she's a little obnoxious, but that is the whole point. Like, she's supposed to be. So I had to just remind myself that. But yeah. I could tell when she was quiet on the other end of the phone.
I didn't know what you wanted me to say.
I love it.
Pull the wool over my eyes.
I was looking back at the books we've done. I pulled up I wrote all of them down, or I have a list of them. So I was looking back, and we've actually covered quite a bit of tropes this year. And if we continue back into the past year, like we really do a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do. I think we keep it fresh. Like, or we're like, okay, we've done a couple contemporaries. Let's go somewhere else. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you break us out of our comfort zone for sure. Because I would not have. I mean, I probably would have read something like Slay Less because I enjoy those types of movies. But if it was anything other than that, I've been like Ghost, like pass. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if it's Alien, I'll be like, oh, Jessica, Amber, you might want to read this. I'm gonna pass.
Should we pick a monster one soon? I don't know.
I mean, I would be okay with that. Mandy would be okay with that too. We could take one for the team.
We could reread Soul Eater. Remember that one I talked about?
Oh man, I
don't know. Nothing is gonna ever top that one book. I'll look at the list. Was it Devour?
Oh yeah.
Where she shits her pants on the
Oh yeah.
I was talking about that today. I'm like, nothing can beat this book.
I know. I was going through like my spreadsheet, and because I haven't been up to like picking my best book and the worst book of the month, I have like a list, and I was looking at that month, and I'm like, oh yeah, it was Devour.
For sure. I mean, if it was any longer, it would have been a DNF, but.
Oh yeah.
I wish. I mean, I wish.
Whose pick was that? I mean, we all agree on it, so it was yours. Nice.
I was looking for something different. I was trying to give us something different.
Yeah.
Red Riding Hood,
and it led to interesting conversation. You know.
Yeah. But then it did not deliver on.
We don't know until we get into it.
We don't talk about anybody else's book picks ever again after that. Except for yours, Jen. So there you go. You achieved something there.
Yeah, I take the award for just a shitty book. Okay.
Literally.
Sorry.
Hi, Carla.
Yeah.
Carla.
Okay, Carla has a comment, and I'm not sure what this means.
I don't know.
What?
What?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure either.
Maybe emojis, but
oh, maybe it was supposed to be emojis or something. Yeah. That might make sense. And it didn't pop up on our side.
It didn't come through or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
it's an emoji.
Yeah, Megan says it's an emoji.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
What's
That's it. That's that one.
That's all we got on
add to it?
We got nothing else on that one.
Mm-mm.
What else?
I feel like we covered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep saying the same thing over again. So yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I have anything new to add. And
no.
I hit my positives. I hit my negatives. I'm good.
Okay. So what's everybody reading?
I was just gonna say that. What's everybody reading?
Who wants to go? I'll go.
Okay.
I'm reading an arc that comes out on October 1st. It's called Fly Back to Me. Fly Back to Me by Drea Scott. I like it so far.
Okay.
10% in. And I'm reading a book by Mia Sheridan.
Which one?
Unwanted. Not Unnatural, but the other one, Unwanted,
Okay.
the first one, not the one that just came out. And I didn't know going into it was like a third person, which
Oh.
it actually works for this one because there's a lot going on and you kind of need to know like be the all-knowing. But I'm just a little bored. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's good, but we'll see. So I jumped into something else to maybe hopefully jumpstart me.
Jumpstart you.
Yeah. Who's next?
Amber.
Since I've been having issues reading, I basically decided to jump back into fanfic. I haven't read any fanfic this year, and I said I was going to read more. That was one of my goals, and I've read none. And it's like the end of September, so I've been reading like fanfic. Then I'm listening to a podfic one. So like a Draco and Hermione one. I just finished another one that I really liked, which was Snape and Hermione. So
really?
Yeah, so I'm like, I need to take a break mentally from like reading stuff that I like had to read. And it's kind of been a good little palate cleanser for me. I honestly need to go back to the Ice Planet Barbarians too, because that's usually my palate cleanser, and I haven't finished that series, and I haven't been back to it in forever.
Have you read Alchemized or started that one yet?
No, I was nervous about it because I was worried it was just going to be the same exact thing. But I started to watch Jen's thing just to get an idea of what it is. She did a vlog of it.
Yeah.
I'll give it a try, but it's not going to be for a while. It's like over 1,000 pages.
Yeah.
I read Manacled, so I loved Manacled.
But it can't be the same, right? Because she needs to.
Yeah, because it's
I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen people say that it basically is the same thing, just with the magical elements and the names and stuff changed. So
yeah, it's a different like magical element system. But the other one, that Rose in Chains or whatever, which is a redo of like a different fanfic, was literally like it was based. Everything was the same, and they were promoting it as a Hermione, which I don't think that's right. Like that's like fanfic. You're not supposed to make money off of it as somebody else's original character, so you can't promote it as a Hermione. Then, like, you have to promote it.
And so you can if you want to.
So that's where I'm kind of iffy on that whole thing of like fanfics becoming published works. I'm like, I don't really think we need to do that.
Celia Aaron has her new trilogy. The third book's just about to come out, and apparently it's very similar to Manacled in the way. But I mean, this one has vampires and other stuff, but it's supposed to be like kind of have the same feel. I've read the first book. I can see where they're going with it. I haven't read the second, and obviously the third's not out yet. So I need to finish that and see. But apparently it's supposed to have those same kind of feels.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Jessica, what are you reading?
I'm reading, it's called Thrall. It's by K.A. Riley. That isn't R.K.A. Riley. It's a dystopian Cinderella retelling kind of thing. The first book is a lot of world building, and I'm about halfway through it. So we'll see what happens with that one. And then I am doing a reread of the Bargainer series by Laura Thalassa for reasons. Just go with that. For reasons. So, Mandy.
I'm reading Unveiled by Greer Rivers. It comes out here in just a few days. I'm sorry if you can hear the herd of elephants running through my house. Something exciting must be happening outside.
Yep.
Anyway, so I am not quite to the halfway point, but I'm really, really enjoying it. Yeah. It's captive, but there was like an arranged marriage situation that has come true, and he knows that the dad is not going to go along with it, so he takes her on the night of her 22nd birthday when he's supposed to get to then claim her. So it's very good.
Swan Lake reimagining.
But you don't have to read Swan Lake to be able to read it.
No, because Greer Rivers has her Tattered Curtain series, her trilogy, and then this is the next generation. So it's the Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom is her first one. This is the daughter to Phantom and his.
But you don't have to read that series.
No, you don't. No. Oh, I read the prologue yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, this is good."
Okay. Carla read her son's book. It's called Mental Math.
Mental Math.
Nice.
Wow.
Megan says, "Don't listen, Jessica. It was a good pick."
Okay, got it.
Megan can't decide
Oh,
what to
I
read
know,
next.
Megan. Oof.
Oh, and I think I already grabbed that one.
Yeah.
Is it more fantasy than romance?
It is a lot of romance. I don't know if any of you guys have read Manacled.
I read
I
Manacled.
have it. I haven't read it.
Yeah,
did.
so
I
it's
listened to
Harry
it. There was
Potter
audio.
mixed with
Oh.
Handmaid's Tale.
Spotify.
And so it's very dark, has a lot of triggers and all that type of stuff. So it's heavily like in the Harry Potter world. If Voldemort had won and basically everybody was dead and Hermione was held captive, and now she's forced into being like Handmaid's Tale for Draco and his wife. And they're trying to get secrets out of her because she doesn't have all her memories. And so they're going to try. It's like, so it does have, you know, it's old stuff like Handmaid's Tale. Yeah. So it's heavily like in the Harry Potter world, but like you don't have to be the biggest. A lot of people that aren't even Harry Potter fans enjoy it. Like, so
I'm not. I watched the Harry Potter movies and pay a lot of attention to them, but I'm not a Harry Potter fan, and I loved it.
Yeah,
so
like you could definitely go in that not reading Harry Potter or getting into that,
and it's it does have quite a bit of romance in it too. So
yeah, it's very emotional. Like I was crying.
I mean,
I got very invested in it.
Yeah, it's over 1,000 pages. It's worth the 1,000 pages. It really is.
I put it off forever because of how long it is. But then when you're getting into it, like I was hooked. Like I couldn't put it down. I read it really quickly. So it's worth. I think it's definitely worth the hype. I don't know if I really feel like we need to make it a published work, but I don't know. I'll hold my feelings on that till I actually try that book. But I might wait till like to get by the audio or something on that one because I don't think I'm gonna.
It's one I think I'm going to listen to it. I don't feel like I need to read it, but it's also something maybe over Christmas break or something. It's over 1,000 pages. That's gonna take. That's gonna take a while. So
it's like reading Outlander, an Outlander book, which I did all those, and that was like that was a lot to get through all those books too. So, but
let's see.
I have it. I'm the same way. Like I'm just like, dude, that's 1,000 pages.
But you can do the podfic too. I think it might still be available, but they had like when I started on Spotify, they have some of like where these people like basically they narrate it. But they were only doing it's so long they were only releasing chapters like slowly. And so
I think
when I read it, they only had half of it done or whatever. And
and you have like a chunk of it by a certain narrator, then the next chunk is by a different narrator, but it's still the same POV. And so, you know, it at the time, it was what it was. Like it wasn't a big deal. I remember thinking that, but it wasn't even finished. So I think the last 3/4, because it's broken down into 3 chunks. And so the last third of it wasn't done, I think, when I read it. So did you get it from Amazon, Megan? Also, Megan, you should read A. Zavarelli's newest release. It was so good. Beautiful Something. It just came out on the 26th.
Oh yeah.
It was good. Beautiful Torment.
Yeah.
So,
it was good,
Stalker, Mafia, Captive.
Ooh.
Oh, it was just so good.
Okay, so back up a second. Calvin wants to know if it would be a good Christmas read.
For Manacled?
Yeah.
No.
Just I'm saying Christmas because
if you want sweet, fluffy
time, because with the Book Box company, the China printers, they stop for a certain amount of time, and that's when I have time to do stuff like that. So because I'm not working as hard, so which I'll still be working hard, but it just time slows down a little bit at Christmas. It feels like so. No, it's not Christmassy at all.
This is something I finally was putting on my TBR because I've never read Zodiac Academy.
Oh.
And so I was like, I ordered, like I put a hold on it on Libby for like the audiobook or whatever. It's a long wait. So we'll see.
I started it. I've tried a couple of their books. Like I've read a few of the Carolyn Peckham. Well, I can't remember their names. I think it's their writing style that I have a hard time with. I don't know what it is. I can't get into them, but How are you liking Obsession? Because that's good. Mandy and I both love that. Call
Of
Mandy.
what?
I'm gonna look it up.
Obsession by
Obsession?
Harley Beck.
That's really good.
So
It's-
good.
It's dark,
Yep. Yeah.
like detailed dark.
Like he's in prison and he's on death row and she's a reporter, like a brand new reporter, and she gets assigned to interview him for a certain amount of time. And for a certain, like she goes once a week for a certain amount of time.
He's not assigned. He requests says
her.
to only meet with her.
Yeah.
And
So for
she's
several
brand new,
months.
so it creates a lot of like workplace issues for her with another guy that works there. There's a lot that happens in it, but it can be pretty graphic. So when I say it's like dark, it's not just dark themes. There's like graphic stuff in there.
Yeah. So
But
for
it is
months
so
before
good.
he's executed, before his execution, she goes in and interviews him, and he knows things. And like, why did he request her of all people? Like, there's just all these questions. It's just good. It keeps you on the edge of your seat.
It's like a
Stuff
psychological
that you can't.
romantic thriller.
What?
Yeah.
It's like a psychological romantic thriller.
It is
It
definitely.
is. It's really good. Really
But it's
good.
done in such a way that you don't know what you should be trying to figure out at
right,
times.
or like who you can trust, or like
Mhm.
oh yeah, I just
Mhm.
downloaded it. That sounds really good.
Yeah. I'd like to harass her to have her in the book box, but I needed to write another one that I like just as much, and I haven't really found anything that I love. She doesn't have a ton out, I don't think, book wise.
Harley.
That's an interesting thought, DK, that if you're not a fan of the original work, fanfic may be more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Well, it's
'Cause
fun too because it takes you
Getting a different
places.
author.
Yeah, and it takes you places where like the work wouldn't really go, or like people's like certain characters together that weren't together in the original work, and so to see those two get together, that's why Draco and Hermione is like such a huge thing, because people like love them together. So it's just fun to see different pairings. There's like alternate universe where they have it like the Harry Potter characters, but like in a contemporary regular day setting. They just have like lots of different things you can do.
Yeah.
I read one last year that was Game of Thrones because I'm a huge Game of Thrones fanatic, read the books. I'm very angry about the end of the show and
You and me both.
about it. So this person literally was so angry with the final season that they rewrote it how like they wanted it, and it was so good. Like I cried, like I was just like I was so invested in it. So that's what's kind of fun about fanfic. You know, I just don't get to it enough because I have so many arcs and other things to read. So I was like, oh, okay. I literally did a post on Instagram being like, okay, these are my goals for the year. And fanfic was one of them. And I had this list of all these fanfics and I hadn't gotten to one of them yet. I was like, oh, okay. Well,
I hadn't gotten to any of my goals for this year, so it's all
it's all good. Yeah, and
I'm
being
like,
somebody who isn't a huge fan of Harry Potter, I there were elements that I picked up on. There were things that I remembered from the movies, but there were times when I was like, should I know something? Like, am I missing? Because I couldn't remember, I kept thinking I might have been missing out on something, but I totally wasn't. It was just all in my own head. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. And
yeah, because there's things they do in that fanfic Harry Potter world that have like nothing to do with like the original work. Like they change things around where there's like marriage laws where people are forced to get married and this and that and procreate. It's like these weird things that are common themes in like these fanfics.
Yeah.
So it's
I was trying to remember like who each character was based on the movie, like that. That's what I was trying to. But you know what, Draco. In my mind, he wasn't blonde and he didn't look like he looked. So because I just couldn't do it. He's too blonde for me.
I love it. I love the over the top. And then when you look at fan art, they make Draco like super
fan art.
Super hot. Yeah, and I'm like, I can go like that.
Yep.
Did you read Chokehold by Harley? Is that the one that you're talking about?
No, I haven't, because I think that one's MM.
Yeah.
And in the Nocturna box, it needs to be MF.
Oh.
We could have that as like an outside thing, but
like a add-on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
we have a few things to get caught up on, so let me do this really quick.
Let's do it.
Megan did not order from Amazon. It was Barnes and Noble.
Oh. Okay.
Joanne says Obsession is good so far. Megan has added Beautiful Torment to her Kindle.
There you go.
And Joanne says Chokehold was so good.
Yeah, I haven't read that one yet.
Thanks, Joanne.
Yeah. She has a new one I sent to you yesterday, though, Mandy. But I think it's either MFM or MMFM. It's Why Choose that Harley Beck just came out. This sounds really good, but again, it's not straight up male female, so I can't have it in books. I need another one like Obsession.
And then Carla is telling us to read her son's book, Mental Math. It was recently published. So is that a romance, Carla?
Mental Math. Is it in New York?
I'm just
As
curious
we all
what it's about.
run to our Kindles.
I feel like Obsession, but like go back to that for a second. That would be a good
Yes.
October read if anybody wants a right. Good
Mhm.
October read.
Yeah.
I found it a while ago because I really like
Which
the
one? Your
prison.
cruise?
Yeah, I read it while I was on a cruise. I really like the prison setting of where he's in prison, but sometimes like I've read some where he's there because of like one of them was he got pulled over and his brother was doing drugs and they found some drugs in the car that wasn't his, and so he's only there for a couple months. Like, to me, that's not the prison wreck I'm looking for. It was, that book was still good, but that's not the angst that I want. Like, I want somebody who's in there.
Yeah,
Like,
and this guy's on death row. Like, you don't just get let off of death row, right? How?
Part of the plot is like this person is stuck behind bars.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like the step sibling thing or the taboo thing. It's like, well, that's not really taboo because it's not really step siblings. Like, give me in prison, not I just got out of like jail. Like,
exactly.
No, you're shipped off. You're on death row. Give me all your secrets. Yeah, that really sounds. I'm excited for that. I will put that on
it's really good.
There's a book that I need to read for reasons, and I put it off because I've been in a slump, and I'm like, I don't want that to affect my reading. So, but we get to it.
It's okay. Yeah, a little bit of time. Little, not much, but a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Obsession might just put it all in the. I
did that with a Jennifer Hartman book. I started reading it and I was not getting into it, and I waited and tried it again, and I'm like, I don't.
Which one? Do you want to say?
Oh, it was The Stars Are on Our Side.
Not my favorite.
Yeah,
Wasn't my favorite.
I haven't read that one
either.
I think part of it was because she's from the same like Still Beating and all of that. We already know her story, and so I think that was the part. And I just had, it was basically like this guy, she kind of just has him on the back burner while she deals with some stuff, and then they get together, and it just didn't like if.
And then they bring in the other characters that you already know, and it's like, well, that was nice seeing them, but I didn't really need this to see that. Like, just give me an extended epilogue.
Like if I didn't know the characters, and somebody just gave me this book to read, I would never in a million years said this is a Jennifer Hartman book, because her books are like always like 5 stars, top reads for me. And so when I couldn't get into it, I'm like, ooh, it must be my mood. There's something wrong with me. No, and I waited. It took me like 6 months to finish it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I was really desperate to love it because I love Jennifer Hartman.
Me too. She's always a palate cleanser for me, or somebody that just gets me out of anything. I'll know I have an emotional read. That's the same with her, or well, that's a good segue to talk about who our next book
there you go. Go for it.
Gets me out of a book slump as well. So next month we're gonna do Homewrecker by Julie Ann. On my channel, and I'm really excited.
I am stoked. It sounds so different.
It is a little bit different for her. So it's what was it, like a second chance romance, maybe? I would say, maybe, kind of. I don't know.
Second chance, but not with the couple.
But not with Yeah. That's weird. I recently read a second chance romance, and it was put out as a second chance romance, and I was like, "Where's the second? I don't understand where that came from."
Yeah, I've seen a few like that. Second
I think
chance to me
sometimes
should be
they
the same
promote it
time.
as second chance, and it was like, oh, they kind of liked each other for a little bit, but it wasn't like that's not a second chance. You
Or
have to
they
be
do it as
really-
like it's her second chance at love with somebody else, but
Yeah.
that's not a second chance romance.
No, yeah. But this is kind of like a second, because I think they knew each other before, and then
Wait, really?
yeah. So like, because I had to read it again after everybody picked, and I was like, all right, what was this about again? So they knew each other before, then something happened, and now she has a job, and she's doing that job, and he comes in as the job, I guess, like
The son.
Yeah, her son.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That,
Yeah.
and he's got a fiance.
That's right. Okay, I
So
remember.
it's like a second chance,
Yeah.
I think.
But the job thing is so
Yeah,
weird.
it was so weird. What? 1950s? Is that right? 1950, 1960s?
Yeah, she's supposed to just be like this guy's housewife,
right.
like a homemaker for him.
Like a
And I don't know what the white
yeah,
is.
okay. That's what I'm remembering now from
Yeah.
reading the book.
It's different.
Did I even say the name right, or did I just make up a name?
You said homemaker.
Did
I was
say
looking up
homemaker or homewrecker?
You might have said homewrecker.
I was looking up homewrecker, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can't find it.
Two really different things.
So then I had to start searching
Well, you know,
Julianne, because I was
He
like,
does
wait.
have a fiance, so maybe there's a little bit
Yeah.
of truth to this.
Or
thing.
that's
why I was
My head
thinking
went
homewrecker.
to homewrecker.
Mhm.
It's homemaker. I'm so.
Homemaker. And when are we doing that, Jen?
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, y'all. October 26th, same time, 4
Same time.
o'clock, 1 p.m. PST.
Yes.
Homemaker.
Homemaker.
Sorry.
That's funny.
Calvin is wondering if the Jennifer Hartman book is taboo. I would say The Stars Are on Our Side is not taboo at all.
No. Mm-mm.
There is discussion of like the trauma that she went through, but the story itself there's like nothing taboo
Yeah,
about it.
because she's the only other living survivor besides the still beating people,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have Lotus to read. That's what that other one's called, right?
That's
Lotus?
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
one's
like
I
really
have
good.
that on my.
That
I have
one's really
it forever, and I'm like, how come I haven't gotten to this?
Actually, I have The Wrong Heart, because I was like, that would get me out of anything, but
Yeah, that one I've been wanting to read for a long time.
wonky
too.
mood. Yeah. I have it
Yeah.
somewhere.
Sometimes I'm just not ready to be emotionally wrecked, you know? Like
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's why I'm like, oh, I don't want to take this on yet.
Yeah, that's exactly why I haven't read it, because I'm like, I'm not in that kind of mood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. So yes, Homemaker.
Homemaker.
By
Homemaker.
Jennifer. I got the author right.
Mhm.
She is a little bit of a homewrecker, though, I think.
Sounds like
And October the 26th. And that one comes out pretty soon, because I don't think it's out right now. I'm gonna look
September
it up.
30th.
The 30th, yeah.
I put it on my September TBR, and then Jessica and I always record like right before the end of the month, and we like say how many books we got off our TBR, and I'm like, oh, I screwed myself over with that one.
It happens.
Yeah, I just stopped doing the TBRs because I never even read anything that was on my TBR. Yeah. September 30th. Okay.
I thought the TBR videos, like, I didn't think people would like them. And Jessica's like, well, other people do it and people seem to watch it. So we were like, well, let's just try it. And people watch our TBR
I
videos.
love 'em.
So much of more than like my other videos. I'm like,
Yeah.
why do you care about my TBR? Like I always thought, oh, who cares? Why people care what I'm reading? And then I just
Mhm.
did it because it's a booktube thing. And then I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
I think it helps too with them seeing like what new releases are coming out. Like they don't
Yeah.
want to do the research and they'll see, you know, what arcs and stuff you are gonna do. So
Well, not everybody is immersed in the book world as we are. That we know what's coming, right? We follow our
Yeah.
favorite authors. We we pay attention to that, and the average person probably doesn't as much as we do. So yeah.
I stopped doing because I felt bad because I never read what I said I was going to read.
I rarely do it. It's okay. You're
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Mandy,
feel bad.
Mandy gets them. I'm like, I think this last month I read 5 out of the 15. But there's times being a mood reader, I don't want to.
yeah.
I got
put
14
those on my
out
list.
of 15.
Yes, you did. You get 4 gold stars. I put that on my list, a month ago. I made this list, and now I don't want to. So
my TBR mostly is like just all the arcs and ALCs.
Yes.
That I have to read, and then like our buddy read or like My Immortals After Dark thing, and then it's like, okay, here's other things that like hopefully I'll get to or leave my. But I was like so strict on my TBR forever, and I was like, I need to leave myself some room so that I can actually mood read when I want to, or like, So
well, this last month, a lot of the books that I chose were physical reads, and didn't have audio. And then with just how busy it's been, I haven't been able to. So,
Yay, Megan, me too.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Julianne in a minute, so I'm excited to get back to her.
I'm nervous because I finally tried the Fisherman one, and I wasn't really a big fan of it.
Listen, I hated that first one. Like I wanted to punch that girl in the face, and then I was like, well, I have to read the second one because I didn't realize that it was a duology when I read it.
Yeah, I tried to listen to the second one, and I like gave up after like a few minutes. I was like, if I'm not loving it, like I'm not gonna force. I can't.
My whole view changed after I read the second one. Now it's like one of my favorite things.
I started it and I got through like the first or second chapter and I wasn't in the mood for it. And or maybe it was the book. I don't know. I have the special edition copies of it, but I haven't read them.
I have not read that one, but I've read so much of her other stuff and I just love her.
Yeah, I liked her other stuff. I think that one was like just not for me type of thing.
The heroine irritated me, but the growth.
I didn't like the hero either. Like I thought he was it wasn't like a good age gap. He was like kind of creepy to me. I was like,
well, I think what's held me back, and it's just I don't know for sure. If you've read part of it, you would know. Isn't she like a pastor's daughter or something? And or she kind of goes
like
against
her grandparents. Like her mother was in JIT prison or whatever, and then so her grandparents were super religious and raised her, so she's very like, indoctrinated in like certain. I didn't like the homophobic kind of views she had. That was what bugged me, and I would have been fine with that as she grew through the book, but I didn't really think she evolved at the end of the book. She was still kind of. So that was my main problem with it. Like, but I also didn't like how he like shamed her for her religious views.
Yeah, that's what's kind of throwing me out. That's what's kind of holding me back a little bit. Is that aspect of it because it hits a little too close to home with my dad being a pastor and stuff. I don't. Yeah, it's okay.
There is a lot of growth in the second one. I think she does so much tremendous. Like, because I had a problem with both of those things as well. I think I wish that he would have had a little bit more understanding of knowing that she was so sheltered that she didn't have any outside experience in her life, and so all she knew was what they taught her, and so this was her chance to see that what they were teaching her might not be like, not everything is what you see. So have your own opinions and then go from there. But that one was really good. I was just thinking this is the second Julianne book that we've read for our buddy read, isn't it?
It is?
Didn't we read?
I didn't think we read one of hers yet.
I didn't think so either. I have the list.
What was it?
What were you thinking?
We read maybe you're thinking Elizabeth the Rourke. Or
no, I want to say it was before her.
Before us.
No, it wasn't that one
Because we haven't read that. Here, I can read off all the books we've read. We started with a bang in April of 2023 with Right Man, Right Time. Remember that, ladies?
I think I was gonna try and sign up for a Megan Quinn
because of her
holiday book to give her a try again. But
we didn't read that. We read
the Jack and Jill series. We didn't read that one for everybody. Read
Resisting Mr. Granville, Liars Like Us, Wild and Free, Minx, Deliver, Kill Switch, Here With Me, The Christmas Blanket, The Tryst, The Summer You Found Me, When She Unravels, The Wolf and the Wildflower, Fabric of Our Souls, another winner.
That was another winner. I see people
and the
gust about
historical
book
that I
all the
picked
time.
wasn't great for you guys either. I was like, oh, I wonder if I should try a historical again, or they would hate it.
And then we attempted to read Greenlight, but things kept happening, so I don't think we ever actually ended up really talking about that one.
I think we did on the next show.
did.
Like we just
Yeah, but
brought
I
it
think it was pretty brief.
Yeah.
Snow of Ember, Undeniable, Forbidden Dreams, When Hearts Awaken, Home Again, Devour, Beautiful Mess, Bartered Innocence, Pretty Cruel Love, and Axe Backwards, and now this, oh my gosh, Slay Less.
Well, look at you keeping track of everything. Like, that's amazing.
Well,
she's gonna.
I started doing it because when we were trying to figure out what books like to throw out as like options, because if people don't know, whoever's turn it is to host, we usually pick 3 or 4 books, and then we're like, hey, have you read this? Which ones? And we just kind of pick from that. I was trying to keep track, so because Jessica and I were like, oh, didn't we already do that author? So I'm like, let me just start a list.
Make sure we did.
We can keep track. But I mean, if we repeat an author, I don't think it's that big.
It's fine. We just like to keep it. There's a lot of authors and there's a lot of books out there. So
yeah, I like it because you guys introduced me to like authors that I've never heard of. Like I never heard of Tylor, Paige, or whatever. Like, so it like these indie authors too. Like it's helping me read more from authors that I wouldn't have picked up their stuff before. So that's what's nice about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, a lot of authors, a lot of different books.
So many.
Well, for this one, I love Julianne, so this was on my list, but I'm still excited to read it.
We had a poll the other day in the Coveted cover thing where people were asking them like what you'd want to see in the dark romance box, and there were so many people that said KM Morinova, and I'm sitting here going,
I think it was the next book. I was gonna give it a try. I have it on my Kindle. I just haven't read it yet, but it's like it was a a military romance, but there's like knife play, and I mean people went.
Is that the one that they re-released with a new cover or something? Because I kept seeing that everywhere.
There's a couple different colors. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that looks interesting, but then I was like, I'm scared.
I'm all about giving an author a second chance, but at the same time, I'm very nervous about giving her a second chance.
It's definitely not what we read. I mean, that was a little crazy.
Yeah. But also there's so many books out there and so many books on my TBR that I don't necessarily want to waste my time. That being said, though, there's some authors that I love and I've read, like Jennifer Hartman. If that one book would have been my first book by her, I don't think I would have wanted to read any more by her. And I love everything else.
Yeah. You don't think you might have like not given her another chance? That's what you're saying?
Maybe not if that would have been my first book by her. And I'm like, yeah.
Like
I might have been like, well, maybe I needed to read the other books to understand those characters better. So then maybe I would have thought differently. I don't know. I guess Natasha Madison's a good one. There's been a book of hers in one of her older series that I just didn't really care for, but I love all her new stuff. But again, writers evolve. Fabric of Our Souls was a new book though.
I think that was new. Leave Me Behind.
I think it was her first book though.
Yeah, I think
Let's be honest. I think it was her first book.
Yeah.
I'll wait a couple of years. You know.
I'm gonna try it. I'll let you know.
You let me know.
I feel like that book though was a classic example of like the hype on Book Talk for stuff is not always match what I like. But I wonder though, because I think all 4 of us read a lot of indie instead of the mass published stuff that you see on Book Talk. And so we are used to maybe like a better quality. Better quality?
I think so.
I feel like booktubers are a little bit different than
like
book
traditional.
talkers.
Yes, exactly. And I think a lot of people think that it's the other way around. That just because an author is published does not mean the author's good. It doesn't mean that their book is amazing. I think indie authors, they have so much more range. They have so much more that they can do with their books because they don't have a publisher hovering over them saying, no, you can't have that in your book. And that's what we're used to. Yeah, I think that there's a stigma out there that if you're an indie published author, you're not any good. And that is so far from the truth. I mean, these I was talking to a lady at church about the books that we read, which is very interesting. I had this discussion in church, but she's reading, the home, it's something about the home too. It's got a key on the outside, like a door key. I can't remember.
By that lady.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Satin or whatever.
Yeah, yes, that one. Yeah, she's reading that, but we were talking about it, and I said, well, I read a lot of indie, and she's like, oh, and I'm like, no, seriously, like indie is where it's at, honey. Yeah. Like that is exactly where it's at. And she's like, oh, my daughter reads those, dark romance like that stuff. And I was like, yeah. It's not because it's dark because it's evil. It's dark because the themes that they can write about are themes that authors who are published typically can't write about that, or their publishers don't like them to write about a lot of the things that. But
when you see how their writing changes when they get picked up by a publisher, you're like, oh, this isn't the same author that I love.
I am very curious to see what's going to be starting to happen with like the dark romance world, because a lot of authors are starting to get picked up. Sheridan Ann's Pretty Monster just got picked up. She has another book coming out that is getting picked up that she said is like one of the darkest. And I mean, Sheridan Ann kind of writes dark already. Mm-hmm. So I'm very curious. And there's other dark authors who are getting
I know, like up. Rena Kent, when she got picked up, like they kind of, we were all freaking out, like worried they were going to change the whole intro to God of Malice, but I guess they didn't change it around as much. It was just letting it know that she was into it in her head. I think I read the original version. So, but when she got picked up and they were re-released, we were like, wait, you don't get to pick up a series that's dark and then change it. Like, don't change it.
No. And it's great that these authors are getting picked up. For me, that's not, because now I have to deal with the publisher. And so I'd rather go directly and talk, because there's been several authors, and obviously I'm not going to name names, but we were talking, I talked directly to them and they'd be like, yes, I want to be in your box. And then I'd get a hold of their publisher, start talking, well, we've got too much planned. We just can't see how that's going to work. And it's like, but the author already said they want to do it. Shouldn't they get final say?
Yeah. It's
it's a real pain sometimes. So
Megan said she got bamboozled into reading Terror at the Gates. I haven't read that. Has anybody else?
I haven't.
Well, Megan says it was terrible. So
I'm going to trust Megan, because Megan has
good taste.
Good taste, yes.
Yeah. You typically aligns with us.
The hive mind. The hive mind.
Yes.
Yep. So there's been several that I found on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, everybody says it's good, and then I start reading it. And I'm like, are these the people that read like 3 books a year, so they don't have anything to compare it to?
Or it's the smutty books that get all the hype on book talk that like don't really have a lot of substance. So I'm always like,
But a lot of those bigger book talkers are getting paid to talk about books. They're like, I'm assuming for you guys too, like we're reading what we want to read.
We don't get paid to read.
I apply for ARCs and ALCs based on what I want to read. And I'm like you, Jen, we were kind of talking about this before we got on. I very, very rarely will pick a book by somebody that I don't know, because one, I don't want to pick a book by an author that I know I'm not like. I want to know I'm going to probably like the book, so that way I am helping them, because the purpose of an ARC or reader or an audio ALC listener is to help the author promote the book. And so I don't want to pick something that I don't know if I'm going to like, because then I'm not going to be able to do what my job is. And I don't want to lie either and be like, it was great. Like, I mean, there's been a couple times where I've had to message and be like, I had to DNF this. Like, there was an author I thought I really liked, and like lately I haven't been enjoying her stuff. So I'm like, I need to just stop applying and stop reading her stuff, because it's not working for me anymore. But I've also a couple of times gone out on a limb and picked up a book like that, and it's been phenomenal, and I've discovered someone new. So it's kind of like a fine line there.
I usually go for new authors if it's like an ALC, because I feel like it's a good chance for me to try a new author. I think I'll enjoy it easier than if I'm like physically reading it and like, oh, I'm not. Like I'll usually, and it was funny because, I judge books by covers. I don't really like cartoons.
100%.
And I requested an ARC for Julia Connor's one. It was my biggest surprise of the year because it was very cutesy cover. I'm like, I got the ALC of it, so I should give it a shot. I freaking loved it. And I'm like, oh, I wonder how many books I'm not giving a chance because it's got that stupid cutesy cover, So I was glad I gave it.
That's how we felt with 9 minutes. You know, Mandy and I love that.
Mhm.
And I didn't, you know, you look at the cover, and I even said in like my TikTok about it that not to judge it by the cover because it was horrible. And then Beth was like, "That's my daughter," and I was like, you know, like, what? But again, if you compare that to current covers, or if you even compare it to covers later in the series that she had Jay Ahir do, like those are like it's very indie, and we see this a lot at book events that we go to. You've got a lot of these newer authors, and they have these really indie looking covers, and they just you can't judge it by a cover, but we all do.
But like this one is by her. And
Jay
this
did that one.
good.
Yeah. So I just it had I had judged that for a while because I'd seen it floating around. I'm like, I'm not gonna read that. That looks horrible. It can't be any good. But the book itself was amazing. But you know,
Don't Kiss the Bride, one of my favorite books, and one of the redone covers for that. I think it was a book box. I don't remember if it was a book box or okay, and it made it look like
was it the cartoon one?
Yes.
Remember the Untouchable one? Remember the Untouchable where they did San Mariano book box where it was like cartoony, and I'm like, that's Carter Mahoney. No. Like,
was that Mystics?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah. Or the one that they did for Birthday Girl where it was like the mixtape.
Oh, no, a lot of people raved about that.
Ugly.
People need to stop. Listen,
I do not like
romance books with romance covers.
Yeah.
I don't want my first book of the month was actually really good, and it was like very fall, and it was pretty, and I was like, oh, nice contemporary romance. No, had some dark themes in it, and I was like, this was nothing like the cover.
To match the context of the book.
That's why I have an issue with the cartoon covers, because they're cartoony, and then there's like major smut in it and stuff that somebody that looked at that at Barnes and Nobles would be like, oh, that looks like a cute little hockey romance.
And I'm like, was it year before last? Because I think Ella, my youngest, was 13 or 14 at the time, and she was asking for icebreakers because all her girlfriends were asking for icebreakers. And I'm like, no, just because and I think that's very deceiving, especially for people. Not every parent is a reader. So they're not going to know that. Their kid is just asking for this book. Okay, I'll get you this book. And they don't know what they're getting themselves into. But the covers should match the context.
Jennifer Milliken's new covers?
They're so good.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. See?
Yeah.
I want to read that. Like, that makes me want to read something like that.
Me too. I downloaded the first book, put it on my TBR, and I had sent it to Jessica, and she's like, oh, I already started.
Yeah, I did, because she sent me the covers, and I was like, dang, okay.
I know. Yeah.
I know. Those are some good covers.
Those are really good covers.
See that type of cover that's done really well. So that was cool.
And I'm glad somebody's doing that. Because like that, I was saying, like that first book that I read, very fall looking cover. There's two people on the cover. They're on a bench. She's laying on his lap. And the biggest theme of the story is sexual assault. It does not match the cover.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm sorry. Can we just go back to having men on the cover? Because honestly, that's what it is. You're reading on your Kindle anyway. Nobody sees the cover. And if you can't handle somebody in public seeing that cover, then you shouldn't be reading that.
You know what's crazy too? I'm on Bella Matthews' ARC team. And they just posted something. They're like, oh, if you post on TikTok, they're like blocking it as private, where they don't promote it if you use the man cover because that shows a nipple. And so it's blocking it. And so people, all their like content that they were creating wasn't really going through. I'm like, I don't get how young girls can twerk and do weird stuff on TikTok, but it'll block. Like, I did one for Hills of Shivers and Shadows, and it was blocked. I was like, what? Like,
are they blocking like anybody in a swimsuit then?
I know. I'm like, I guess it's the nipple.
I've seen these girls in booty shorts and stuff on there. Come on. See, Mandy, I told you I can go talk to somebody.
I bought this book. I have no idea what it was about, but I bought this book.
Yeah. Because of the cover.
Because of the cover.
He won't get blocked because he's covering his nipple. I guess that's what you have to do.
I guess. Yeah, he's covering his nipple.
True. Man, I like that.
Which I went out of my way to buy like this one instead of the stupid cartoon cover of him.
Yes.
And us, I hate those. I want this hottie with his amazing abs. I literally took this to work with me. My boss was like, "Oh, look at that." I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed.
Goals.
I have been kicking myself because I didn't get Elizabeth O'Rourke's the summer series before it changed, and so I only have a couple of them, and so I keep stocking.
You could
Pango.
message Elizabeth and ask her if she has any in stock.
She
at her house.
doesn't. She
doesn't,
sold all their stock, but I was going to ask her if she'd get any more. She herself calls them the hot guy covers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wish we would make it like at least where the authors can keep the good guy covers, and then if you want the discreet cover you can get that, whatever, but then we could still pay more or whatever to get the guy cover option. Like I wish that they were still making these kind of covers for that series, because I do not like the new covers at all.
I actually have somebody in our group asking if we would put guys on our covers for our special editions, and we're like, that's more mass market, that's not special edition. So
at this point it might be,
but if they keep getting rid of them, then maybe you never know what you're gonna get. So
yep, give me that,
Sherry.
Give me the
like I had to buy the Sophie Lark one on eBay, and luckily I found like the whole series somebody was selling, and because I'm like, I hate those illustrated with like the tiger on the cover for the bully. I'm like, no, I want him on the cover. Like I want my guys on the cover.
Same.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, don't
That's
switch
us on our soapbox.
Don't switch the covers mid-series.
Oh my god, that angers me so bad.
Yes. Or the size of the book.
Or the size of the book. Keep them the
I
same.
hate it when I like bought these books together, and then they were like slightly, like it was like a little teeny different, like in the series, and I'm like, wait, how am I supposed to put this on my bookshelf now? They look like all weird.
I have a series like that. There's 5 books in it, and one is the like completely different size.
I have a series like that. There's 4 books, and 2 are one size and 2 are another.
Makes no sense.
And because they go 1, 2, 3, 4, obviously, right? 1 is one size, 2 is bigger, 3 is the small size again, 4 is bigger. I'm like, what the hell happened here?
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, we've gone over an hour.
We got way over, you guys.
We went way over. Yeah.
We got on our soapbox and didn't want to get
Just
off.
ranting about things. What else is new?
Wrap up. And we were afraid we wouldn't have stuff to talk about.
Oh, we always got stuff to talk about.
I know. We'll finish our review at like 28 minutes, and then we'll spend the rest of the time.
Next time, do we want to do the cards again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, okay. I'll be prepared.
I'll try and remember to be prepared too.
Yeah, I'll try to remember to message everybody and say, don't forget your cards.
Okay.
All right.
Mandy will keep me in check.
Yeah, she will. She keeps us all in check.
Unless my tortoise poops again right before. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.